Alright, so this here is our use case diagram for the instructor for our textbook ordering system. And you can see we're just allowing the instructor to enter, store, and review their textbook orders. And they'll be able to develop reports as well, which is pretty cool. The reports will be providing insight to the cost history of book orders by semester or by course, as determined by the user. So you can just see the use case diagram here for that. And here we have the main order entry window, which I'll show you a little bit later in the actual implementation of it. But you can see it here. This is what will open up when you start the program. And you start on the first tab here. You can enter in some of the form information and then go into the table. If you hit the plus value, it'll actually add another set of rows or another row. Then you can add more to that. The minus will clear that row. Clear form will clear the whole thing. Cancel gets out of it, and then save will save to the database. But we don't have one of those because that's not a part of this section of the project. And then the reports tab will actually show the history of the reports like I was talking about. And here you can see a completed version of that order form. You can see just instructor, semester, program director, start and end date, which is cool, ISBN, whatnot, and again, if you hit the plus button, it'll add more rows, and that's why there's 3 here this time. And if you hit the minus button, it'll get rid of them. So yeah, just to show you a filled out version and what that'll look like. Okay, here we go. We have the main window here, and this is this. So gonna have some forms up here to fill out, possibly make it a little bit easier. Alright, yeah, here we go. You can actually add in the ISBN and the title and everything, and the edition, 2014, cool stuff there. You'll see them all displayed out as tables. You can add extras, put a couple more in there, all that fun stuff. And then actually you can delete the rows as it goes along. And we'll have you save, but there's currently no database backbone, so it's not going to save anywhere. And with the reports, you'll see a full list of all of the tables and all the orders that are pending there. But again, there's no database, so you can't draw anything from it. And then you clear the form and cancel to get out of the window. And one of the other things we're working on is when you press that plus button, it can also come here, and you fill out all of this, put in like this or something like that, for instance, and you can say it's required, add comments, things of that nature. Then you just hit submit, and it would go straight to that table. Yeah, that's what we have running. You can see all the code here. We had a lot of fun working with the repository at first. Didn't work out too well, but we got that straightened out. Yeah, using a lot of the team update to head and commit. Just making sure we didn't write over each other's stuff. Yeah, we talked quite a bit on Canvas, making sure we weren't doubling up on the work, keeping it simpler, I guess. Yeah, I think that about covers it.
You can still see all of the repository, trunk, source. Check out all the files there. We created this initially, but we figured out it was supposed to be in the front end and not the GUI. All that stuff goes in the front end here. We have the business layer with the other stuff, and then the data layer would be the database stuff, which we don't have need of, or we can't create in the time span allotted. So we have that there. Yep. That ought to cover this.